Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at and installing the WeBoost Drive Reach OTR made by Wilson Electronics. This is basically a cell signal booster that you can install in your vehicle, your truck, your RV, or in our case, a Jeep. Pretty much, we're going to take a look at what comes with this kit, and then we're going to go over how I'm going to install it in my Jeep. All right, before we get started, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you're interested in picking up anything that I'm going to use today in this video, as always, I will leave links in the video description down below. All right, let's do it. So inside our packaging, you will find some basic literature, a thank you, and then also some basic install instructions, some 3M Velcro strips. Here we have our amplifier, which is an upgrade over its predecessor, the 4GX OTR. This is supposed to be 74% stronger, and then also it is 5G capable. And we also have our antenna, which is supposed to be higher gain than its previous model. See, it has a length of cord on the end, and then some simple extensions, which are really nice. I think they're nicer than the old ones. They're just all black. And you can have this antenna mounted anywhere from 7.4 to 40 inches, I believe. We have a very robust mounting clamp that they include. Look at that. And then also a mounting spring. And then this is the base, which the cable feeds out of. You can see that has a hole going right through it. All right, along with that, we also have some blue Loctite and then some other bits for mounting. All right, here we have our internal antenna. This comes with an alcohol prep, looks like, and then some more Velcro and a piece of double-sided adhesive. All right, last we have our power supply. You can see it's just a simple click button. If you can hear that you can plug into any 12-volt port. Something different that I'm going to do is I purchased this from WeBoost. It's a 12-volt adapter plug. In retrospect, I probably could have just cut this 12-volt plug off and used this, but what can you do? This also comes with a small inline fuse. All right, something different that we're going to be doing though is I'm going to be using this little click push button, and I'm going to be mounting that in the front of the Jeep. That way I don't have to plug this into a 12-volt plug. And if you guys have seen any of my previous videos, you know I really like these little push buttons. The first thing that your instructions are going to tell you to do is figure out where you're going to mount your antenna. So you can see here I have our antenna with the 18-inch extension section. We have our wire pass through, and then we have our spring. And you'll see that I have a Terraflex tire carrier hinge, and I already had this CB antenna mount in place, and I found this would be the perfect place, just clearing the glass to mount our antenna. So that really nice robust bracket that they include, you can see it comes apart in pieces, and basically what we're going to do is remount this onto this surface and then plug our antenna into there. Another couple of pieces that come with our hardware are this special flat washer and then this large nut. So I think what I'm going to do is put this down here and our bolt up through there, and then put that guy right there nice and tight. And then that's going to go on top, and then that's where our antenna will mount. All right, nice and tight. And then you can see our wire is going to run straight back through this little gap underneath the hardtop. And then I have this little piece of corrugated plastic, which I'm going to slide right in there, and that should hopefully protect it. Now that I have my antenna cable run and my antenna in place, next thing I'm going to do is place my amplifier. And if you have any experience with an Ursa Minor top, you'll know that it has this really nice felt carpetish material on the inside, and this stuff absolutely loves Velcro. So what I've done is I've taken some large adhesive Velcro strips, but this is just the hook side, and I put it along the back. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is put it right here on this little flat spot, and I think if I can just really get that in there, I'm pretty sure that that ain't going nowhere. And then I'll just plug my antenna wire in right there, and I can run the other wires out the back, and I'll still be able to see this little light right here perfectly. So in the long run, I'm going to probably find a better solution for how I'm going to store this cable. But for right now, you'll see there's this little adapter piece that you screw onto the end of your antenna line. And then basically that just slides right over your antenna, external antenna in, all right? And then what I'm thinking I'm gonna do here is I have these little Velcro cable holders, and I'm just gonna use a zip tie to kind of suspend that right here for now. I think that'll probably work out, at least for the short term. For our internal antenna, you can see I've already kind of run some of the wiring back this way over our sound bar, but you'll notice on one side of the internal antenna it actually has the words mounting side printed. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is take one of these 3M hook strips that are included. I'm going to put that right there, and then once again I'm going to use our felt liner for our Ursa Minor top, and I'm going to stick it right about here. All right, mounting side. Well, bam. All right, and then I'm going to try to center this and stick it right about there. Easy peasy. And then get this wire back here, and then I'm going to kind of try to cleanly run this over the sound bar and then up through the side of the Jeep and back to our amplifier. So I've been mulling it over for the last few days where I wanted to mount my little click button, and what I basically settled on was right here in my glove box. I wanted it to be somewhere that was easily accessible when I'm driving down the road if I need to boost my signal, but I also wanted it kind of concealed. That way it's not going to get accidentally pushed or activated for whatever reason. So basically what I'm going to do is drill a hole right about here in my glove box, and then I'm going to stick that right there. And the way the rear of the console is designed, there's more than enough room for this little pigtail to come out. And then I'm going to run a wire from the battery, and then we're going to power it directly like that. All right, point of no return. All right, so I cleaned the hole with a razor blade. It's nice and smooth around the edges. Don't mind my dirty glove box, and bam, there we go. Look at that. And that is perfect. All right. Now all I have to do while I'm driving is simply open my glove box and we can boost our cell signal. Love it. So you'll see that the rear of the center console just has these 6 clips, and actually if you pull just ever so gently it'll come right off. And then basically I ran a positive negative from our battery through the driver's side firewall and then underneath the console and all the way back up. And I have those coming out right here with some connectors on them. And then I ran our 12-volt device connector basically underneath the floor, up the side of the Jeep, basically the same place we ran our antenna cable. And then I used some 3M VHB strip just to adhere it right there. And I just ran everything together. So here are positive negatives, and then we just need to wire this into our switch real quick. Now just plug our switch in, bam, and there we go. All right, so pretty much I got our switch wired up the way I wanted. Yeah, if you're interested in doing this, there's a diagram that comes with the switch that gives you all kinds of different options. I'm not really going to show you what I did because, you know, you can just kind of figure out the diagram. All right, so let's just pop this back on and see if we can get some power to our device. Right on. And I think right now it's looking for a signal or something to connect to. Sweet. So the only thing that I actually have left to do with this install is they give you these little tubes of blue thread locker just for all of your connection points down here. And I'm going to give this a few days, make sure everything works out for me, and then I'll come back and probably do that. But as you can see, yeah, I got some good flexibility out of it. Nice. All right, guys, so just as a quick recap, you'll remember we put our switch right here in our glove box. And then we ran all of our wiring back here. We have all of our main wiring for our WeBoost tucked back here. And then I ran the wiring back down underneath the carpet in some corrugated plastic. And then I ran the wire up this way. You can see it right there. And then up to the back underneath our carpet. All right, and then same for the antenna. We have it up there, and then I ran that over the sound pillar and then back down. And then we ran it all, there's our really cool antenna, all the way back to the rear of the Jeep right there. I don't know how well you can see, but yeah, everything worked out pretty well. And then we have our antenna and my little corrugated plastic wire covering. We have our mount and our antenna. Yeah, overall the install went pretty smooth. If I had just used the 12-volt plug, I could have just sat it underneath my seat or something and been done with it. You can install this in probably under 5 minutes, I'd say, if you just wanted to do the simplest, most basic install. But yeah, I always had to take things a little bit further. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna be doing some speed tests as the weeks go on. I'm gonna try to find some different areas with no service. I'll kind of let you know how that goes. I'll be posting that stuff on Instagram. You can find it Kramer_Junction if you're interested in that. So far, I've been kind of seeing some, mixed things with this. I'm in an area with a really good cell signal, so it's kind of hard to boost. Sometimes I've actually seen the signal drop a little bit. One thing that seems to be across the board is my upload speeds are consistently higher when I have the WeBoost on, but yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. Hopefully I can get out somewhere where I have absolutely no cell signal and I'll really see how this thing shines. All right, guys, well, as always, I hope you found this video useful. I hope you liked what you saw. See, it's raining today, but it's a beautiful day. The Jeep looks really good. Yeah. All right, well, of course, if you did like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you get updates about all my new content. And, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. All right, guys, take it easy.